welcome to Their Tarot. Today we're going to be looking at how is dating your future spouse going to be like before you get married. And I'm going to ask several different questions, and I'm going to consult tarot and several different oracle decks. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. If you picked this diamond ring and the fluorite crystal, this is a reading. We're going to consult this oracle at the end. And first of all, let's see what your impression of your future spouse is, your first impression is going to be. The unicorn. So your first impression of your future spouse while you're dating them is that they are a very unique person. Somebody that somehow feels otherworldly. Somebody that you never encountered before. A type of person that is very special to you. And you even doubt, how did you even get to know this person? You know, there is something very unique about them. Okay, so also to see your first impression of them, I'm going to have a look at tarot. So let's see. What is pile number 1's first impression of the future spouse while they're dating? The 6 of Wands. So while you're dating, you're going to look at this person as somebody that very much stands out from a crowd. Somebody that attracts the attention of many. Somebody very charming, very attractive, very empowered, and somebody that is accomplished. You know, a proper leader, somebody that stands out, as I said. Let's see more with, I want to see with this oracle deck I made. What is the first impression of your future spouse that you have, pile 1, of your future spouse? So far you're very impressed by your future spouse straight away while you're dating them. Let's see, what is pile number 1, first impression? Okay, this popped up, cynical. So they might look sort of detached, sort of, you know, on a high pedestal, maybe somewhat very logical and to the point of borderline being cynical. Let's see more. This is coming. Uptight, you see? Somebody that maybe it looks like they are not meshing with just anybody. Somebody that considers themselves as well sort of above the average. Above average. Let's see more. Sophisticated. You see how this is coming out very much in connection to the cards that we just saw. And exciting. Okay, so these are the main traits that is impression that you get from your initial ones. I want to see now what your future spouse first impression of you is while you're dating. So let me again select from the tarot. What is pile number 1's future spouse first impression of pile 1? The Queen of Pentacles. They see you straight away as the potential partner for life. Their first impression of you is of somebody very nurturing, very grounded, very prosperous and stable. Somebody that can be loyal to them. A person that knows their value and that, you know, it's in a receptive energy. So if you are if you are a feminine energy, This is very much of a masculine coming towards you with the Six of Wands that we saw before. And let's see more with my cards. What is their first impression of pile number 1 of, so what is your future spouse first impression while dating with you, pile number 1? Okay, cynical come out again, just jumped. So you probably have a similar energy to the two of you. Okay, these are coming down, so I'm gonna take them. They're gonna see you as enigmatic, so you're not easy to read. They're gonna see you as reliable, we saw that already, somebody loyal, reliable, decisive, and respectful. So yes, literally like a wife material or a husband material. Gender doesn't matter, it's the energy of the cards. Okay, so this is their first impression of you. Okay, now we're going to have a look at what kind of attitude are you in at the time when you start dating them. So what kind of, let's say, you know, what kind of attitude are you having while dating? So let's see with this oracle. Okay, here it says perform a random act of kindness. So you're going to be in this modality of wanting to perform random acts of kindness towards your future spouse. So surprise them with acts of kindness, maybe even some gifts. And let's see more. Here it came, slow down and rest. You need it. So you're going to also be in this phase of your life where you are taking time to yourself to slow down and you know, take things easy on you. And also you're going to be in this modality of committing to self-care rituals. So you're beautifying yourself, you're taking care of your health and your beauty, proper rest, you know, this kind of feeling comes out. And let's see what your future spouse attitude in, you know, at the time of dating is. What kind of attitude we have? Allow unlimited abundance. So they're in this mindset, let's say, where they're allowing abundance to come to them, and they have a very positive mindset of letting the universe bring all the gifts to them that they are calling into their life. Let's see more. They are also nourishing their body with very good food, and therefore they have high vibrational you know, high vibration energy in their aura and in their being, because they're nourishing themselves too. So you see, this is a mirroring between the two of you. And what else? Well, too many fell down. Let me get, okay, this one is falling down again, so I'm gonna take it. Let go of control and relax into the flow. So they're very much letting go of control and going with the flow of what's happening between the two of you. Now, a relevant specific detail could be that either one or the other of you has got either butterflies or a moon tattoo. Now, let me see the next question. So, what are you going to do together? Okay, let's have a look at that. What kind of dating, what kind of activities will pile number 1 engage in with their future spouse while dating? What kind of activities? Well, you're going to be possibly going out drinking, you know, having some, maybe some evenings out where you are having a bit of a party time with for the two of you. You might be enjoying, you know, some nice drinks and maybe going for dancing. Let's see more. Or even at a restaurant. I see this could be an elegant restaurant. Let's see what else. Okay, so yes, there is very much of a celebration vibe. You might be even going to a wedding together. Maybe you attend the same wedding, the same ceremonial wedding of a friend, and you encounter there. Maybe you are meeting up because you're both invited to a ceremony, like a wedding or it could be even depending on your religion, of course, but like it could be a baptism, it could be different celebration ceremonies that are within your own community. Let's see more. It could be even like a national festivity, like a national celebration. Let's see more. What kind of activities are you going to engage? Um, you might be going. You might be going near a body of water. I see water here. You might be going to a lake. Being maybe out in nature into a near a body of water. And or it could be a spa. It just came to my mind. You could be going to a spa and where you do self-care, since you're both into that kind of vibe. Because I don't know, this gave me a feeling of spa. Okay, so this is what I'm getting for the type of activities you're going to be doing. And now I want to have a look at what are you going to talk about. What are the two of you going to be talking about? Authority figures. So maybe you will be talking about your relationship with your parents, or maybe your relationship with, your teachers as you were growing up. You could be talking about your experiences with your in work with your boss, with your if you're an employee, or it could be even experiences with the police or justice, things of that nature. Let's see more. What kind of things are you talking about? Medicine, man or woman? You're going to be talking about also spirituality, about your healing journeys, about maybe your dreams as well, how these are connected to the messages you have been receiving about your own healing, and growth. Let's see more. What are you going to be talking about? Communal living. So perhaps you were living, in a community that you felt very close to. So the two of you are talking about your relationship within your community, and the friends the type of environment you've grown up within, to get to know each other, to understand who are you, and what made you who you are, basically. This is what I'm getting. Let's see more about what you're going to be talking about with this other deck. So what is pile number one going to be talking about with your future spouse while dating? What are the two of you going to be talking about? The web weaver, synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. You're going to be talking about how you believe in a divine order, and how you notice in your life that there is a cause and effect in anything that has taken place in your own life, and about how you notice the synchronicities that brought you in certain that guided you throughout your life. Number 4 could be relevant as a date of birth or a month of birth. And let's see more. What are you going to be talking about with your future spouse? The sun dancers, joyful activity, celebration of life, abundance. Yes, you're going to be talking about things that make you happy, things that bring you joy in life, and how you to celebrate life. What is that makes you feel alive and prosperous and rich within your spirits. 32 could be your age or their age, or a relevant number in your life. Let's see more. What are you going to be talking about with your future spouse? Let's see. Let's shuffle another more. You're going to be talking about Gaia's garden, fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. So how you got to the point where you are at in your life, how you reached your level of abundance, and yeah, basically the path that you took to be where you are. And number 18 could be your age, their age, or a relevant date of birth. Okay, so this is what I see for what you're going to be talking about. Now, let's see how are you going to be feeling while dating them. So for you first, I want to see, so how is pile number 1 going to be feeling while dating their future spouse? Let's see. I'm going to consult several different oracles for this. Are you going to be feeling? We have 3 coming out. Children, your love life is being affected by children. So either you are a single parent and you're talking about how your love life has been affected by the presence of your children, or maybe you could be talking about childhood trauma, if that's resonating with you, that might have affected your love life. You're gonna be also talking about wanting to you're gonna be feeling like this is about the feelings. So you're gonna be feeling like children are affecting your love life, or your childhood trauma is affecting it currently with you while you're dating. You're gonna be feeling like you want to retreat with this person, with your future spouse, and disconnect from everyone and just focus on them. And you're gonna be feeling an enormous amount of passion, and that you want to allow yourself to delve into this passion. Now we're going to have a look with the same oracle deck. Actually, I'll consult it after for your future spouse. I'm going to consult more oracle deck now about how you're going to be feeling while you're dating them. So how is pile number 1 going to be feeling while they're dating their future spouse? Synergy. So let's read it. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious and never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, of working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. So you're going to feel this synergy with your future spouse, and that basically this unfamiliar, this person that is something new to you, is somebody new and unfamiliar in a way, because you're discovering each other just there. So it's it's the beginning stages. And yet you're feeling very excited that you feel like you can create something, co-create with this person and give birth to some new reality. So this is absolutely beautiful and very much, I think, synchronistic in a future spouse reading. 41 could be your age or their age. But let's see more. How are you going to be feeling while dating your future spouse? And then we'll have a look at how they are going to be feeling while dating you. So let's see, how is pile number 1 going to be feeling while dating future spouse? Impartiality. You want to be fair with this person. You're feeling like that there is a fairness between the two of you, actually. That you balance each other pretty well. I want to see now with another oracle deck, how are you going to feel about your future spouse while you're dating them? How are you going to feel? Okay, 3, no, too many. Let's shuffle a little more. Okay, 2 is fine. 3, okay, we'll take them. Make time for self-love. Last quarter moon in Libra. You feel like you need to continue with your, you're going to be feeling like you want to continue practicing self-love and putting yourself first anyway, even while you're dating them. And that's very healthy. You could be a Libra, or they could be a Libra, or Libra could be relevant in your chart. Clear your mind. You're going to be wanting to look like you're going to feel like you want to gain clarity. And Gemini could be relevant in either yours or their birth chart. And last quarter moon in Capricorn, leave the past behind. Yes, you're going to be living like you want to release the past and not bring the emotional baggage into this new relationship. And Capricorn could be relevant in your birth chart or their birth chart. Okay, so let's see more. How is pile number 1 going to be feeling while dating with your future spouse? Rejection, number 13. Okay, so you might have, because we saw the uptight and cynical aspect of your future spouse, you might have a feeling, you might fearing, I think, rejection. You might fear that you won't get there with them. So this is how you're feeling. 13 could be relevant as your date of birth or their date of birth. Let's see more. How are you going to be feeling? The answers you need are coming. Yeah, you're going to be feeling like that, you know, this clarity of mind about this situation is something that's coming, but is not there yet. Full moon in Gemini, so Gemini could be relevant in your birth chart or their birth chart. Let's see now. I want to see with actually my own oracle. How are you going to be feeling about your future spouse, you know, while dating them? How are you going to be feeling while you're dating them? I can't be with you right now. Okay, so you feel like there is some form of impediment. I'm thinking of you right now so that you'll be thinking about them very often. And time passes by, but my love remains through eternity. So you're feeling like this is eternal love. So there is something blocking you. It could be either, you know, the influence of children in your own life. So you feel like that could be an impediment that might bring a form of rejection, if that resonates with you, but it's a very specific message, so don't force it if it's not your case. Let's see, how are you going to be feeling while you're dating your future spouse? File number 1. Power, okay. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. So you're going to anyway feel empowered and you know, pretty independent, I would say, and that you have the power to walk away if you feel like you're not being treated in the right way. So you're going to be standing in your power, basically. Okay, now let's have a look. Actually, I'm going to consult as last the Lenormand deck about this. How are you going to be? Okay, this shoot it out. I'm going to take it. You're going to be feeling like you can form a family with them, that you're part of the same soul family. Number 5 could be relevant as your date of birth or their date of birth, as well as 7, the 7th of a month or the 7th month of the year. So yes, there is this feeling of building something strong, prosperous, and with the rainbow, and very grounded. So that is actually beautiful. Okay, so let's see now your future spouse. How are they going to be feeling while dating you? Let me see this one first. So how is pile number 1, future spouse, gonna be feeling while dating? Enlightenment. So they're gonna feel like this situation with you is very, very much of a discovery. Something that brings clarity to them, that enlightens them, and brings light, joy. Workaholic. They're gonna be feeling like you're very much, concentrated on yourself, like on your own goals and in your power. Let's see more. How is pile number 1, future spouse, going to be feeling while dating with pile number 1? How is pile number 1 future spouse going to be feeling about pile number 1? Merkaba. The frequency of Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to our Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experience into our present to serve our highest purpose. We saw the Enlightenment card, and this kind of reminds me a lot about that card. Basically, your future spouse is going to feel like that this connection with you is bringing them to their higher purpose in life, and that this meeting is serving to bring them to in touch with all dimensions of life, even to past lives. Like they feel this strong bond with you straight away, and most likely a soul bond that therefore means they feel like that you could have had past lives together. There is a reference to the Akashic record, so this tells me that they feel a very strong soul connection with you. So past lives and that you've met before in another life. 32 could be your age, their age. Let's see more. How is your future spouse going to be feeling towards you, pile number 1, while dating? Passion. Yeah. So they're going to be feeling the same passion that you feel, that they want to express it. They're going to be feeling very optimistic about their love life, that that this positive attitude that they have will bring them the romance that they're seeking. What else? They're going to be feeling that this connection with you is making them free to express themselves and to, be in total control of their life. So there is a sense of purpose that I'm getting here. Let me see more with this other oracle deck. How is pile number 1 future spouse going to feel about while dating with pile 1? About pile 1. A win-win outcome is forecasted. They're going to be feel like a winner. They're going to be feel like on top of their game, and that they're winning something very valuable with you by dating you. Libra could be relevant in your birth chart or their birth chart. How is pile number 1 future spouse going to feel about pile number 1 while they're dating? Help from above. Yeah, that they're helped from divinity, from divine, from the spirits, from their guides, because they've been guided to you. 27 could be their age, your age, or the relevant date of birth. How is pile number 1 future spouse going to be feeling while they're dating you? Take a reality check, so that they need to stay grounded. Observe the situation and maintain a grounded attitude. Full moon in Capricorn. Capricorn could be relevant in your chart or their chart. I think we're seeing Capricorn and Libra repeating in this reading. Let's see now with my own deck. How are they going to be feeling about pile number 1? I'm more mature now. They're going to be feeling mature enough to take on a proper relationship. They're going, okay, they might be, their Taurus could be relevant in their chart or your birth chart. And there is something about you that is so special. They're going to be feeling that you're very special to them. Let me see now with this oracle deck, how are they going to be feeling while dating you? Pile 1. I got something that jumped. There it is. Manifesting miracles. Wow. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. They're basically feeling like this is a miracle that's happening for them, finding their future spouse. And this is the beautiful picture of the card. We see again the tree. So again, this is repeating itself. There are many symbols here. There is a symbol of eternity. There is a symbol of a cross, so spiritual connection. There is a star, so I would say that's a wish. Yin, yang, so that's the balance between the two of you, complementing each other. And a heart, so there is a very strong heart connection, emotional connection between the two of you. And it's grounded with the roots. Let's see now the other card. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So they feel like they need to let go of the past to let this new energy come in, this new beautiful beginning with you. Okay, and let's have a look now as a final, actually, before the final card, I'm going to have a look at more zodiac signs. Now, if this reading resonated with you so far, please subscribe to the channel to show me support so I can continue with this work. So Aquarius could be relevant. Gemini, we saw it already. And Taurus. Okay, so these are the signs that could be in your chart or their chart. Let's see now few physical traits of your future spouse. How to recognize, you know, as a physical body. So what is pile number 1 future spouse most likely going to look like? They're going to have wavy hair, gray hair, medium length hair. A lot of body hair is coming out. Oh, or long hair. Okay, this let's see if we can get some other characteristic. Medium tone skin. Let's see more. Blue eyes. Okay, and now I'm gonna have a look at initials. So what are the most likely initials for pile number 1? Initials of their future spouse. Y, N, V. Let's see from this other tile group. S, O, and J. So this is for the initials. Let's now have a look at the country of origin they could be from. So what is the country of origin of the future spouse? Possibilities of countries of origin. Okay, this pile came out. They could be from Latvia, the Republic of Latvia. They could be from Russia. They could be from South Korea, from Austria, or from Poland. So this is what's coming up. I'll leave it to you for a minute. And then we are going to have a look at the final card. So pile number 1, ask guidance from your angels while you're dating your future spouse, if you need assistance, you know, during that journey. Thank you so much, pile 1. Please like, share, and subscribe this channel if you liked it, and I hope it was helpful. And until the next time, take good care of yourself. Hi, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. If you picked this ruby ring and the fluorite crystal, and this is your reading. So we're going to have a look at this card later at the end, and we're going to have a look now at your first impression of your future spouse. So they're represented by the butterfly spirit. So you're going to see them as somebody that's going through a form of transformation in their life. Somebody that it's either in their, you know, in their work life, like they might be changing jobs, or it could be in their relationship status, if this person is already been married and maybe is, you know, divorced, or going through this kind of transition in their private life, or it could be simply that they are maybe relocating, you know. So this person, the way you're going to see them is that they're in a transitional stage in their life, and this is the very first impression you get from them. And the butterfly is the air element, is part of the air element. So they are very connected to their heart. This person is very much in touch with their heart. And so you're going to be seeing this loving presence about them. Right, so let's see more now about, let's ask, with other cards, what is the first impression of pile number 2 of their future spouse? What is the first impression of pile number 2 in regards to their future spouse with tarot? Hold on. So the young man wanted to really turn up, okay, because I saw it flipping already before. So the young man. So with the young man, yes, this person is exactly going through a transition, because you see, the young man represents a person that is putting themselves hanging from a tree with one leg, so putting themselves in a very uncomfortable position in order to gain a new perspective in life. And so transitional phases, you know, when we are changing things in our lives, are typically very unsettling moments that though bring about a lot of growth for ourselves. So your first impression of your future spouse is of somebody that is in a moment of development of their own life, growth, expansion, and changing things in their own life. So this is very much resonating with the card that we just pulled before, that, you know, was already, that I pre-pulled before starting the recording. Now let me see more about the first impression. What is piles number 2 first impression of their future spouse? Okay, hold on, too many cards. I'm going to actually extract them. All right, these are turning decisive, respectful. Let's see more. I'm going to mix them a little bit more. So you're going to see this person as a very decisive person, because you know, it takes gut to make big changes in your own life. And let's see, and you pay, and you know, you feel like you respect them for what they're doing. Flexible, yes, indeed, because a person that's able to completely renew their life must be a flexible person, somebody that is able to adapt to situations. Let's see one more. Secretive, okay, so they're a bit of a mystery for you. Right, now let me see their first impressions of you. So let's see with tarot, what is piles number 2 future spouse first impression of pile number 2 while dating them. So your future spouse has of you the impression that you're a very strong person, that you're somebody, first of all, with the Leo energy, somebody very heart-centered as well. So this is something in common between the two of you. And that you're very patient, that you take the time to work on things, and that there is something divine about you, you know, with this eternity symbol, something very spiritual about you. Let's not forget that these are 2 major arcana that came out, so very powerful cards, both for your impression of them and their impression about you. So this is pretty beautiful. Let's see now characteristics with my, like, their impression of you with my oracle. Let's see. What is pile number 2 future spouse impression of them while dating? Educated, so they see you as somebody that you know, grew up and in a good level of education, like you have reached your goal in terms of education. Closed off, okay, you might come off a bit closed off, but consistent. So that you, yeah, as we said, you know, patient, perseverant. I got that from the strength card that we saw before. I want to see one more. Affectionate, yes. Very heart-centered person. We saw that. Okay. Now, these are the first impression of you. Now, let's see. The next question I'm going to ask is, what kind of attitude are you pile 2 in while you will be dating your... so what kind of mindset are you in at the time when you're going to be dating your future spouse? So for pile number 2, what's the mindset? Set your intentions with heart and soul. So you will be very focused and grounded in setting your intentions for what you want for your own life within your soul. And let's see one more. And you're going to be tuned into your inner peace. Yes, I see this very grounded energy. I'm feeling it, you know, through the strength card, and this picture is coming through very much like you're all about your inner peace. And what is your future spouse mindset at the time while dating pile number 2? What kind of mindset are they in? They're creating their own happiness. So yes, they very much is power in their hands. They're feeling, you know, with all the changes they're bringing in their life, they're bringing their own happiness to themselves, making things happen. And they're removing the limiting labels that they were wearing before. So they, you know, they're freeing themselves from any limiting beliefs that had haunted them before. And they're in this renewal phase, so they're very much into this growth and you know, moment of empowerment as well. So they're you know, believing in the possibility of achieving their goals and dreams. Let's see now. I want to have a look now at what are you going to do together with Tarot. So what are pile number 2 and their future spouse going to be doing together while they're dating? Let's see. Okay. Wow, you're going to have straight away a lot of, let's call it passion between the two of you. Passionate moments. There is going to be this burning fire between the two of you. You're going to be so drawn to each other that you're not going to be able to keep your hands off each other. This is what I see with the Devil card. So there's going to be very heated moments between the two of you. What else are you going to be doing while dating? Future spouse and then pile number 2. And you're going to be obsessed about each other, literally, like not able to stay away from each other physically. Let's see. Wow, you're going to have beautiful, also beautiful, like dating during daylight. So you're going to go for nice nice trips, maybe like outdoor and enjoying the sunshine and looking at the beautiful nature that's surrounding you. You may possibly go even on a horse ride together. And again, I see a lot of red. There's going to be a lot of passionate moments, even out in you know, in nature. There is going to be this very joyous energy between the two of you. Let's see one more. What are they going to be doing? Pile number 2 and the future spouse while dating. You're going to be taking time to rest together, even, you know, cuddle and talk with each other, sort of a pillow talk. Maybe after you've had amazing, passionate moments together, you're going to be indulging into some lovely, relaxing time in bed while you're talking to each other in an intimate conversation. This is what I see. Okay, so this is the dating. What are they going to be talking? Let's see specifically now with these decks. So what are you going to be talking about with your future spouse while dating? Unrequited love. So you're going to be talking about times where you felt your love was not reciprocated by previous partners. and that you felt, you know, neglected, rejected, and abandoned. This is what you're going to be talking about. So you're going to probably talk about your exes, wars and battles. So you're going to be talking about all the difficulties that you have gone through, the challenges that you have encountered in your life. You're going to be talking about your finances. So you know, probably also kind of understanding where each other's where you two are at with your finances and your material abundance currently. Wow, there's another two lot. You're going to be talking about how you needed to keep trust and faith in divine while going through your life journey, for bringing you, you know, good and positive things in your life, for manifesting good things. And you're going to be talking about your you know, possibly your religion, if you are a religion. If you're not religious, sorry, if you're religious, if you're not, if you're just a spiritual person, you're going to be talking about your spirituality, what do you believe in, and what you're devoted to. Yes, so your most inner beliefs. Very good. So let me see now more about what are you going to be talking about with your future spouse with these other oracle cards. We have the Metal King, discipline, armor, and boundaries. Yes, you are going to be talking about how you needed discipline in your life, and sometimes to wear an armor to protect yourself, and how do you need to set boundaries towards people that weren't being kind, or you know, weren't treating you fairly. 37 could be your age or their age. Let's see now about the next question is how are you going to feel during so how are you, pile 2, going to be feeling during while dating with your future spouse? And I'm going to consult several decks about this. How is pile number 2 going to be feeling about their future spouse while dating? You're going to be feeling that this is a very fortunate encounter, that there is a lot of prosperity ahead of you two. 41 could be your age or their age. And yes, you're going to be feeling very positive about dating them, that there is a lot of good coming with this person. How is pile number 2 going to be feeling about their future spouse? That you need to release your past pain, all the things that you know have so far blocked your energy in terms of love, and you're going to be releasing all this past energy. You're going to be feeling that you want to free yourself from the past, and you're going to feel like you want to make the effort, that great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. And how more are you going to be feeling? One more, that this love was worth waiting for, that it's worth waiting for this love to grow, and that the divine timing is working in your dating process. Very good. Let me see now how you're going to be feeling with this deck. How is pile number 2 going to be feeling? And then we're going to have a look at how your future spouse is going to be feeling about dating you. Bring love into the situation. Yes, you're going to be feeling like bringing love towards them. Aquarius could be new moon in Aquarius. Aquarius could be relevant in your chart or their chart. Adjustments are required. Yes, you're going to need, like, you need to adjust to this new situation. Third quarter moon and full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. You are feeling like you're getting somewhere with this person, with your future spouse. So how is pile number 2 gonna be feeling while dating their future spouse? You're gonna be feeling, oh, okay, entrapment. Maybe that you still need to free yourself from these old energies, past energies that are still kind of lingering. 34 could be your age or their age. How is pile number 2 gonna be feeling while dating their future spouse? You're gonna be feeling with the new moon in Virgo that that you need to trust that all will be well, that you trust in this process, with dating process with them. Virgo could be your sign or their sign or a relevant zodiac in your chart, in your birth chart. And with the full moon in Cancer, yes, you are going to feel like letting your fears dissolve. We see this message coming over and over. Cancer could be irrelevant in your birth chart or their birth chart. And one last oracle, and then we're going to be moving on to how they are going to be feeling about you during the dating. How is pile number 2 going to be feeling? Complacency. It came out in reverse though. So you're going to be feeling like you want to put in the effort, that you don't want to anymore indulge in these feelings of despair that have very much dominated your past relationships. Now, let's see how your future spouse is going to be feeling during dating you, pile number 2. I saw the lilies popping up as I was shuffling there. They're going to be feeling peaceful about your presence. They're going to be feeling very much like calm, and that you give them this kind of sense of calm, I think. They're going to be feeling a sense of direction, that they're going places with you. 42 could be their age or your age. How is pile number 2 future spouse going to be feeling about pile number 2 while dating? They're going to feel the synergy with you. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that the new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. They're going to feel like there is a synergy between the two of you. 41 could be their age or your age. And that you can give birth to a new reality by cooperating with each other. And that they are feeling renovated, you know, new ways of functioning, working, thinking, which is very much in synergy with what they're going through in their life. They're renovating their life, and you're coming along in this renovation. Very beautiful. Let me see more. How is pile number 2 future spouse gonna be feeling while dating pile number 2? They're gonna be feeling like they need help from their friends to, you know, kind of understand how they have to date you and court you. What how are they going to be feeling while dating you? Pile number 2. Express your love. So they want to express their love to you. They want to bring over to you romantic gestures. And how more? That they're going to be feeling like you could be the one. That they already have met the romantic partner that they're seeking. Very beautiful. How are they going to feel about pile number 2, the future spouse? How are they going to be feeling about pile number 2 while they're dating? That a new romantic cycle begins. Yes, renovation, new moon in Libra. Libra could be relevant in your chart or their chart. How is pile number 2, future spouse, going to be feeling while dating pile number 2? That they want to pay attention to the signs that they're leading to you. That, you know, anything that's coming up as signs around them while they're dating you, it's important, it's relevant to guide them. Number 10 could be relevant as your date of birth or their date of birth or a month of birth. How is pile number 2, future spouse, going to be feeling about pile number 2 while dating? Full moon in Capricorn, that they need to take a reality check, that they need to kind of stay grounded. Capricorn could be relevant in your chart or their chart. Let's see now, how are they going to be feeling with this oracle deck? Dissipating, yes, the confusion that was trapping them before, you know, in their life is dissipating. You're bringing them a new joyful beginning. How more? Abundance. that they can be very abundant with you, prosperous. There is a prosperous reality in front of them with you. Same as the well, you felt the same. It's absolutely amazing what you're going to be feeling about each other during dating. I love that for you guys. And let's see one last oracle to consult. Freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So they're going to be feeling free to express this love, and then nothing is going to stop them. And this is the beautiful card. And let me see now your future spouse possible birth chart, zodiac signs present in their birth chart. Let's see. Virgo, they could have Virgo in their chart. They could have Pisces, or they could have Aries. Let's see now their potential physical traits. So what would pile number 2 future spouse, what do they look like? They have red hair. No, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates. Fair skin and braided hair and long hair. Okay, so this is what we're getting for the physical traits. Now let's see about the initials. What kind of initials does future spouse for pile number 2 has in their name? What kind of initials? Q, X, Y, O. What are the initials of pile number 2 future spouse? D, U. Let me put it there. And C, M. There you go. Now I'm going to have a look at what potential country is your future spouse. What country are they coming from? What potential choice of country. We have Iceland, Canada. What else? Potential countries. We have Argentina. We have Russia, Estonia, USA, Denmark, and Germany. Okay, these are the potential countries that your future spouse is coming from. Now, these are obviously details, and this is a collective reading, so take it as it resonates. Let's see now more. Okay. The last thing we're going to consult is the oracle. Listen to your intuition. So during dating your future spouse, you're going to be listening to your intuition, and you're going to be trying to get in touch with your intuition to guide you through the dating process. So pile number 2, if this resonated with you, please subscribe to the channel to show your support for the work that I'm doing, and thank you very much for watching. Please like it if you like this video, and until the next time, take good care of yourself. Hi, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. If you picked this pink coral ring and the amethyst crystal, this is your reading. We're going to have a look at this oracle card at the end of the reading, and now we're going to have a look at the first impression you have of your future spouse. You're going to be seeing them as the deer. The deer is a very perceptive and very emotional type of energy. So you're going to be seeing them as a loving, caring individual, which is very motherly. Now, it doesn't matter if this is a man or a woman, or masculine or feminine. This person has got feminine energy very relevant to them. So they're going to be a protective provider. They're going to be like a caring person. somebody that really looks after the people that they love. So they have this gentle nature about them, and you're going to be see this sweet side of them. So this is going to be your first impression, but let's see more about your first impression of them with first the tarot and then with my oracle. So what is pile number 3, first impression of their future spouse while dating? Okay, hold on. We have way too many cards. I'm gonna reshuffle again, and I'm gonna select just one card. They just are jumping. Let's just see. Okay, the sun. This is the only one that's turning now. So yes, you're gonna be seeing your future spouse as somebody extremely joyful, somebody that brings light everywhere they go, somebody that is very much in touch with their inner child. They have a childlike nature, and yet they are motherly. So they have both, you know, they're a mature person, but at the same time they're so happy going and you know, kind of joyful about life that it's refreshing. So this is what I'm getting from this card, and you're going to be feeling also a lot of passion for them. So first impression is going to be somebody that really attracts you. Let's see more with this deck that I made. Oh, look at the energetic coming up. I'm going to take it as I open the deck, and you know, this really resonates with the energy of the sun card. So I'm just going to take it, you know, this is describing the card. And let's see more. What is pile number 3 future, sorry, what is pile number 3 first impression of their future spouse while dating? This one here. Oh, weak. Okay, didn't expose. Probably it's the appearance, you know, the fact that they might seem weak actually, but then you discover that they have a strength about them. You know, this gentle nature might make you perceive them as a little bit weak potentially. But let's see more. Rational. Okay, and what else? Nurturing. Yes, this is exactly what I was describing about the deer. Nurturing. That's very much on point. Let's see some more. Deep. I knew that the deep card would come. To be honest, I really felt it. Okay, so these are your first impressions of your future spouse. Now we're going to have a look at their first impression of you with tarot and with my oracle deck. Let's see. What is pile number 3, future spouse first impression of pile number 3 while dating? Wow, like that you're this new beginning in love, that you're a very loving person, that you're a fresh, that you're a breath of fresh air in terms of emotional availability. Like, you know, they're able to open up to you emotionally. That's the way they're going to be feeling like, as an impression, that you're very loving, that you are not holding back your love from them. Very nice. Let's see more. And remember, in this deck there are both shadow sides and light sides, let's say, of the characteristics. So are they going to see you? Funny. That's very, very nice and elegant. Let's see more. How is pile number? Sincere. Beautiful. Yes, you have an open heart. Basically, that's what they're going to see as an impression. Oh, blocked. We'll see what this blocked is about while we go through the other cards, you know, because it will come out probably. And passive. Okay, so there are also some shadowy side, but that's perfectly fine because everybody's got shadows and light elements to them. So let's see now more. Let's see the next question. So we're going to see now what kind of attitude, what kind of mindset are you in at the time when you're dating your future spouse. Let's see. What kind of mindset is pile number 3? going to be in while dating their future spouse. You're going to be allowing unlimited abundance to come to you. So you're in this mindset of allowance. Let things play out as they need to. Let the universe bring you what you need. This kind of allowance attitude. Let's see more. And you are in this attitude of forgiving someone. So either forgiving someone from your past that hurt you in relationships, or forgiving yourself for having given love openly to someone that didn't deserve it. And you see there is also this drawing on the hands, which I know is typical of the Indian culture and East, like Southern East cultures. So if that resonates with you, this could be a message specifically for you. Now, let's see what kind of mindset is pile number 3 future spouse going to be in when they're dating pile number 3. They're going to be in this mindset of removing limiting beliefs from their mind. Remove the limiting labels you're wearing. So they're going to be coming out of old habits, the old shell. They're going to be renewing their life. In this mindset of renewal, they're going to be in. And what else? They're going to be practicing Feng Shui and creating a sacred space for themselves where they can, either do their prayers or do their manifestation practices or doing their spiritual practices. This is what I see. Okay, now we're going to go on to the next question, which is, what are you going to do together while you're dating? Okay, so let's see with tarot. What is pile number 3 going to be doing with their future spouse while they're dating? Okay, you might be going on some lovely boat trips or some trips in general, like you might be traveling together. And let's see, this was what to do. Okay, you might, let me think about this one. What's coming to mind is you might meet them through a blind date, maybe a date set up by some other people that talked to the two of you about each other. And so you're going to be meeting them by going on a blind date. This is what I'm getting here. And this card also wanted to come out. Yeah, you're going to be traveling a lot during dating. This is what I see. The World card is a typical card of traveling, moving far. This could be world traveling. You could be starting traveling all around the world and exploring very far places. Okay, so this is what I see. Now, what are you going to be talking about while you're dating? So let's see with this oracle card first. What is pile number 3 going to be talking about with their future spouse while dating? This wanted to come out. Baby, wow, you're going to be talking about your desire to have a baby together, to conceive a new being in this world, to bring somebody new in this world. This is beautiful. To wanting to make a family. Mother, look at this. And again, the energy of the mother was very much related to the animal oracle of the deer. So this is all connected very synchronistically. Yes, your future spouse, if it's a woman, they're going to be saying to you that they would like to create a family and be a mother. And if that's you instead, you're going to be saying your future spouse that you would like to be a mother, the mother of their children. Wow, this is really repeating as well. One more. What are they going to be talking about with their future spouse? Vows that you want to be married with them, that you want to create a stable unity. You're going to be talking about marriage and family. Wow. I mean, for a future spouse reading, that's like pretty amazing. I mean, the other piles weren't so clearly connected to the family unit, but yours is extremely clear about, in terms of what you're talking about, at least, you know. And the others also had some elements of the family, but like the fact that you're talking about it straight away while dating, that's pretty amazing. Let's see more. What are they going to be talking about? Gaia's garden. Fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. Yes, about this abundance that you see with each other. You're going to be talking about how you got to the material abundance that you are currently in so far, but that you want to manifest more. This is what I see with this beautiful Gaia's garden. And number 18 could be relevant to you as in your age, their age, or a date of birth. Let's see more. What are you going to be talking about? These three are coming down. Let's read them. The Sun Dancers. You're going to be talking about the joyful activities you're going to be embarking on together. You see, this is a couple embracing each other. You're going to be wanting to celebrate life together and have abundance again. Abundance is here again. 32 could be your age or their age. What else? The Queen of Light, illumination, enlightenment, celebration again. You want to celebrate your life together, and having met each other, you feel enlightened after this meeting. Number 15 could be their date of birth or your date of birth. And the web weaver, synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. So there you're going to be talking about how synchronistic was your meeting, how many synchronicities you saw before meeting your future spouse, and how you felt this divine intelligence guided you together, and about what you saw during your life that brought you to where you are. So what kind of steps you took in your journey that brought you to where you are, effect. Number 4 could be relevant as in your date of birth or month of birth or theirs. Very nice. Okay, now the next question is, how are you going to be feeling about your future spouse while dating? Let me see with the Lenormand first. So, how is pile number 3 going to be feeling while you're dating the future spouse? That you want to put an end to the past with the coffin card. Number 8 could be relevant to you as a date of birth or a month of birth, as well as 9. How are you going to be feeling about your future spouse while you're dating them? Divine masculine, that you've met your divine masculine. Number 22 could be relevant as a date of birth or the age, your age or their age. The frequency of divine masculine supports our strong, focused and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with the kindness and wisdom. And if you are instead the divine masculine, this future spouse of yours is going to bring out of you the whole expression of your divine masculine energy. So basically, you're going to be feeling you want to be active in this dating, because this will bring dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. Very beautiful. Let's see more. How is pile number 3 going to be feel while dating their future spouse? And I'm going to then check how they are going to be feel about you during dating. That you need patience, that you want to build with patience this union. 23 could be relevant to you as your age, their age, or a date of birth. How is pile number 3 going to be feeling? Let's see, while dating the future spouse. First quarter moon in Gemini, speak your world into being. That you're manifesting this, and that you've spoken this person into your world. You basically called them in through your prayers, most likely, because speak your world into being. And Gemini could be relevant for your chart or their chart. How is pile number 3 feeling while dating the future spouse? Perseverance, yes, you want to go about this with perseverance. You want to have patience and cultivate this bond between the two of you. during the dating time. How is pile number 3 going to be feeling about their future spouse while dating? Let's see with this oracle deck. That they're your soulmate. That you already have, you possibly have had even past lives together. Anyway, they're your soulmate. That you want to get to know each other. That you want to reveal yourself to them. And that by doing that, your bond will deepen. How is pile number 3 going to be feeling while they're dating their future spouse? That this is new love and that this person has sturdy romantic feelings. Very good. Let's see more. How are you going to be feeling while you're dating? Oh, sorry, this shoot out. That believe in the impossible, that you want to believe in what it looks to be impossible. Blue moon. And that the end of a tough cycle approaches, that this tough cycle that you went through before in love, it's ending. And Capricorn could be relevant in your chart or their chart. How is pile number 3 going to be feeling about while they're dating their future spouse? Surrender. That you want to surrender the old and release the old energies before these new things so that these new things can enter your life, this new partnership. So let go and all will work out. So you're letting go of the old energies that were lingering in your past. How is pile number 3 going to be feeling about their future spouse? This could be a Pisces. Pisces could be in their chart or your chart. I'm listening to my inner guide. Yes, you're listening to your intuition during this process of dating. And oh, I regret lying to you. So, okay, maybe you lied about your past. Maybe you were hiding some aspects of yourself. Let's see one more. Take me to a desert island with you and let's stay there forever. You will want to basically detach from the world and just be locked up with this person in this desert island and just be with them. Very nice. So yeah, maybe this energy from the past is still haunting you partially, pile number 3. So you need to clear that out. Okay, what more? Now we're looking at, how are they feeling about you? Let me see. So how is pile number 3, future spouse, going to be feeling about pile number 3? Actually, yes, with Lenormand, we said. About pile number 3 during the dating stage. Okay, they want to clear out the old themselves as well. 11 could be your date of birth, their date of birth. J could be one initial that's relevant in your connection. How else is pile number 3 future spouse going to be feeling while they're dating with you? Third eye chakra. The frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination, our psychic powers. This person is going to connect to their third eye chakra very much and to their intuition. They're going to be guided towards you during this dating. 6 could be relevant to you as your date of birth, their date of birth, or month of birth. How is pile number 3 future spouse? They're going to be feeling like this is a past life relationship, that you are soulmates, that you have known each other before in past lives. How else? How are they going to be feeling during the dating? That by dating with you, they're healing their family issues, that they're dating, they're healing, they're forgiving their past, either the trauma that they went through with their parents specifically or through previous relationships. One more. They're going to be feeling like you're going to also bring abundance in their life and help them with developing their career and finances. Right, let me see more. How is pile number 3 future spouse going to be feeling about pile number 3 while they're dating? Gratitude. Look how beautiful. And there is a pregnant woman. This is resonating again with what we saw before. They're gonna be extremely grateful for your presence in their life. absolutely in love with you. Beautiful. How is pile number 3 future spouse gonna be feeling while they're dating? That they want to take inspired action with the full moon in Virgo. Virgo could be relevant in your chart or their chart, birth chart. How are they going to be feeling while dating? Pile number 3, future spouse. How are they going to be feeling about pile number 3? Home. They're going to be feeling like you are their home. There's this familiarity about you. Very beautiful. Number 35 could be relevant as their age, your age. Right. And one more for this. And no, actually, no, one more. We have 3 more. This one. How are they going to be feeling? Pile number. Don't let pride get in your way. So they're going to be trying to keep their pride at bay. Full moon in Leo. Leo could be relevant in their chart or your chart. How is pile number 3, future spouse, gonna be feeling while dating pile number 3? Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember, love is the greatest healer. So you see the way there was the Sun card? Yes. The playfulness, the inner child coming to play. They love laughing with you. They love having some fun together, and this is healing them. We saw the healing card before as well. They're going to be feeling healed by having these beautiful, joyful, happy moments with you. How beautiful is that? Now let's see one more with this. And then we all deserve that, you know what I mean? That's it. Let's see. I hope we can be together in the future. Yes, they really have big hopes while dating with you that you'll be together forever. Time passes by, but my love remains through eternity. Again, the forever and eternity type of feeling about it. This could be a Scorpio or have Scorpio in their chart, or you could have Scorpio in your chart. I'm thinking of you right now. How beautiful is this? This is your future spouse telling you right now that right this moment they're thinking of you. I love this message. Beautiful. Now I'm going to ask what more about the zodiac signs, further indication of zodiac signs, although we've seen many, but I always do these cards as well. So potentially they could be an Aquarius, they could be a Taurus, they could be a Gemini. And let's see now for tile letters for initials. What are the potential initials of pile number 3, future spouse? Let's see. We have J. We actually saw J already previously in a card. We have L. We have X. D. Actually, I want to take from the other deck as well. Let's see. We have W. Their initials could be A or C, and one last Y. And now I'm going to have a look at their potential physical traits. So what kind of physical traits can pile number 1 have to recognize their future spouse? I only have few physical traits, so this is a rough indication of what they could look like. Pile number 3, dreadlocks, straight hair, gray eyes. They could be short. They could have fair skin, and they could have brown hair. Very good. Okay. Now I'm going to have a look at the possible country that they're coming from. For pile number 3, what is the potential country? Germany, Canada, Finland. Germany again is very strong in this pile. France. Let's see a few more. What country could they potentially come from? Argentina, Japan, Cyprus. I want to see a few more. Or potential countries. Estonia, Poland, Greece, and Poland. Okay. Right, that's that. Now let's see. Let me see now. To conclude pile number 3, first of all, if this resonated so far with you, please subscribe the channel to show your support so I can continue with this work and providing you more messages. And thank you so much for watching anyway. Let's see now the oracle. It says in the near future. So this encounter will most likely happen in the near future. We might have a look, since this is an indication of timing, at what kind of timing. I'm gonna be having a look at the timing. So what kind of range of near future we're talking about? These two cards are coming. We have death, so 13 months, within 13 months, or 2 months, between 2 and 13 months. So between 2 months and 1 year and 1 month. Very good. So that's your indication of timing for meeting with your future spouse. Thank you so much for watching again, pile number 3. And until the next time, take care of yourself.